Hi guys, it is officially winter, even here in Georgia, where it's usually quite warm and it was like 80 degrees on Christmas, but we have hit the 20s, 30s, 40s down here in Georgia. So today I want to talk about ways to have a snowball fight in your classroom, but like, make it musical. So that's what we're discussing today. I was inspired to do this because I was making a snowball fight activity and I found snowballs at the store, and I just had to have them. I had to have them. So they're like felt, and there's, I don't know, beans inside them or something. So they definitely would not hurt if someone threw them at you. We're not throwing them at each other, but so much fun. I saw them at Big Lots. I also saw them at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, that kind of stuff. So just kind of keep your eyes out. I'll see if I can link some down below. I cannot guarantee that I can, but I'll try. So I'm gonna share 6 different ways to have a snowball fight in your elementary music classroom, and let's get into it. All right, way number 1 is with a snowball fight song. So this song I found on Mallets and Music on Instagram. I did ask her where it came from and she did not answer me yet, so I don't know where it came from. So I don't know if she made it up or if it's a folk song or if it's from a book or whatever, but here's how the song goes. Snowflakes falling on the ground, pack together, make it round, roll it up so nice and tight, let's all have a snowball fight. This is perfect for like my 2nd graders because they're working on So and Me right now, and just so much fun. She used it with her 1st grader, she said in the post, and just super, super cute. So what I am planning to do with this is do some actions. So snowflakes falling on the ground, pack together, make it round, roll it up so nice and tight, let's all have a snowball fight. And then along with that, you could add in snowballs. You could make it a game to see who can like throw the snowball the fastest. So you could even use just a piece of paper and have kids write their names on it, so that way you can see whose paper it is that went the farthest. Did I say fastest? I meant farthest. There's lots of different things you can do that do not involve hitting each other. You could also grab like some flashcards. Oh, wait. That takes me to actually to number 2. You could also grab some flashcards and crumple them up and throw those and have the kids pick up a flashcard and unravel it, read it, and then they can throw it again and keep going like that. So you could do like the song and then like a flashcard and then the song and then the flashcard and keep going back and forth until the kids are a little bit too rowdy, and then we sit down. You could also do that, of course, without the song if you just want to have the kids throw them, grab them, unravel them, and read them, and then scrunch them together and throw them again. Idea number 3 is that digital game that I was telling you about. So this is a solfege game that is a snowball fight, and it is on Google Slides. It's really nice because you just go in presentation mode and you just click on the right answer, and it immediately tells the kids if they are correct or if they're not. If they're correct, it lets them move on. If they're not correct, it has them go back so that they can try it a 2nd time. All the kids are doing is matching the letters of the solfege notes with the notes on the staff. And there's also a Google Forms version of each of these, which is wonderful because Google Forms are self-grading. Also, you can use these even if like your kids are suddenly online or, crazy things happen. So there's that. What we are doing along with this is we are using it in 2nd and 3rd grade. And so with my 3rd graders, what we're doing is we start by, I throw it up on the board and I tell them, show me is the answer number 1 or number 2. And I'll do like 3 rounds as kind of a warm up for them. And then also so I can see who knows individually, and I'll jot down who's getting it correct. Okay. And then when we go through the right answer, I'll have them pretend to take a snowball and throw it. And so I do it, we throw it on 3 so that I can like click the button on 3 so that it looks like they threw the snowball and it, made the thing happen. And even just adding that little thing made it really exciting to them and was really fun. Now, what I added was the whole reason I bought said snowballs is I had my kids get into 2 teams and I put buckets underneath both the answers on my board. So just 1 on each side. And then they had to take a snowball, and instead of telling me the answer, they threw the snowball to the bucket, with the right answer. So if they thought it was the one on the right, they threw it to the one on the right. If they thought it was the one on the left, they threw it on the one to the left. They got a point for their team for getting the answer correct. So whether they got it in or not, they get one for getting it correct, because usually you can see where they're aiming. And then they also get a point if they get it into the bucket. So it makes it a little more fun because you got to know the answer and get it into the bucket. And then you're in teams and competition, and my kids love anything that is a competition, and so that makes it so much more fun. It also gives a little bit of pressure to the kid who and so that is how we did our snowball fight digitally. It was great. Also, if you wanted to do that without purchasing it, you could grab like 2 flashcards and have 2 flashcards up and have them, again, throw them at the correct answers. Numbers 5 and 6 are both composition ideas. So number 5 is to do some snowball fight composition. So we did this with solfege. You could also do it with rhythm, but what I did is I gave my kids a blank staff, and then I took a whole bunch of pieces of paper that I printed out just the words "so me" and "law" on them, and I did like a couple per sheet so that I could crumple them up. And you know what, I'll go ahead and I'll put this in the freebie library so that you can grab it for free, and I will link it down below. No, I gotta go do that. It's a little bit of work. It's okay, you're worth it. Anyway, so take the solfege notes and crumple them up. We crumble them all up, and then on 3 we throw them, not at people's faces, but anywhere else is fine. And then you grab whatever is the closest snowball to you, unravel it, and if it says "so," then you put a "so" on your paper. I have them do the letters and put the notes on the staff, so I know what letters they're trying to put on the staff so that I can make sure that they're correct. Then they crumple that up, they throw it on 3, and then they grab whatever the next one is that is closest to them, and then they add that one to the staff. And we go on and on until they have a good number of notes on their staff. You could also totally do this with rhythm, just having like a measure or a box and have rhythms instead of the solfege and have them throw them that way. The other way to do composition with this is more of like a teamwork based activity. And so for this one, what you do is have the kids, you just need the paper where they're writing, and so have them write their first note, and then they crumple it up and they throw it, and then somebody else grabs, you know, whatever snowball is closest to them, unravels it, writes down the next note, they get to pick the next note, and then crumples it up, throws it. And so by the end, it's not one person's composition, it's like a whole class composition, but it can just, you know, make it a little bit more fun. And then you can have the kids, whatever, when they like end on, they can go and play on the xylophones or something like that. That does require the kids to make sure that they are correct so that the other kids can read it, but it can be a really fun thing to do just to make things, you know, a little bit more interesting. All right, friends, that is 6 ways to have a snowball fight in your elementary music classroom. If you have another idea that I did not mention, leave it down below in the comments, because I would love to hear more ideas for the snowball fights. And yes, I am giving my kids a snowball fight, even though most of them have never seen snow. So there we go. You know, we got to manufacture it ourselves down here in the South. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you're an elementary music teacher, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get all of the ideas for elementary music, and I will see you guys later. Bye.